Hello, everyone. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is very, very important and seems controversial, but all the same, not that controversial. Very, very important. It's all about property tax. Should it be abolished? Should it stay? This is a video about the governor of Florida talking about it. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. And on the other side of the video, we'll discuss more about this. You can listen to this video and let me know what you think.
You should own your property free and clear. I think to say that someone that's been in their house for 35 years just has to keep ponying up money, that is not. You don't own your home if that's the case. So yes, of course, I'd like to see people be able to owe free and clear. And it's interesting because it's like if I go to Best Buy and buy a flat screen TV and put it on the wall, I got to pay a sales tax on it, right? But I don't keep paying tax on it every year. I mean, it's just not, that's not how we do things. It's like, okay, if you're going to tax something, you tax it at the transaction and then let people actually enjoy their private property free and clear of the government. So that, I think, is the vision. That's the philosophical insight. And if you think about our founding fathers, when they were proposing the Constitution, in one of the Federalist Papers, I think it was Hamilton, he's writing about, because, there was opposition to the Constitution. They were making a more powerful federal government than under the Articles of Confederation, and people worried about taxation. And they didn't have, obviously, a 16th Amendment, which eventually came on income tax, but basically you were not effectively allowed to do any direct taxation. It had to be indirect, meaning you couldn't just, you could theoretically just apply like a tax on land federally, but it'd have to be a portion among the states, so practically it could never work. So basically, Hamilton's saying, look, the indirect taxes are the most effective, efficient way to raise revenue for the government.
Just taking a look at this, the first question I want to ask is, who or idea was it to bring this property tax? I feel once the mortgage is paid off or everything has been cleared, then property tax should stop. It's easy for the government to say, well, we are starting to raise money. We need money for projects. We need money to do one or two things. But why would you keep paying more or less like you're paying rent? Why will you keep paying after your mortgage has been paid off? To me, the easiest way to resolve this is once the mortgage has been paid off, or you want to determine that at a certain amount of years or whatever the ways it should be discussed, then property tax should stop, not continue forever. Keep continue and you keep paying. I don't know who brought that idea of property tax, but something should be done about this. For me personally, it should be abolished. There shouldn't be anything like that. Maybe, okay, for the next 10 years on this property, there's going to be property tax. And once that 10 years is due, take it off. It should be stopped. It shouldn't continue forever.
Because they basically allow the individual to choose how much tax they want to pay based on how much they're consuming. And there's a security, there's a protection against excessive tax in that regard, because if the government raises consumption tax too much, it kills the golden goose, because then it causes people to stop purchasing as much.
Because looking at it, governments have been so rich, they've tax everything, tax. There are some places that the tax there is just crazy. Keep taxing this, taxing that. Because for me, right from your income tax, you are being taxed. That should be the end of it all. The government should look for money somewhere else. But not you are taxed, your income is taxed, your consumption is taxed, and you buy anything is taxed. And keeps revolving more or less like you are paying almost everything you got to the government. So for me, that should be the first one to go. No doubt. We shouldn't be talking about that. That should be the first thing that should leave.
Taxing property is one of the worst forms of taxation, because people don't have a choice in the matter, and you're just basically drilling these folks over and over again.
Yeah, truly, that's it. Because you have no choice, your property is there, and the government can easily say, "Oh, because you're not paying that, then we are going to impound your house." Or like the best thing is for it to be abolished, or there should be a workaround, or there should be a way around it. What should be done? How should it be implemented? Because it's easy for some cities to say, "Oh, we need this to develop ourselves." You can always get money somewhere else. You have natural resources. You have tax all those and get whatever you want from there. But there are some things that as individuals, the government need to relieve them, not increase. But at times, you even hear property tax will be increased. Something should be done.
on tax. And so yeah, it's an issue that I think's pinched a lot of people. But philosophically, it was not the way that that the federal government was constructed. Now I understand local. There was a history of it, and that's kind of been the norm. But man, I mean, you talk about family of four having the median home price that is purchased in Florida. That's a pretty hefty tax bill right there when you come in after buying a home. When you consider what the average income is throughout the United States of America, the math just doesn't add up, and I think that's why people want relief.
So there you have it. We all have different incomes, and whatever it is, whether your income is high or not, this government they spend a lot. They get money wherever they want to get it. They do a lot of things. They end up spending much more than. That's why most of the time budgets are not balanced. They end up spending much more than they earn. And the first thing to me that should go is the property tax. Personally, it should be abolished because to me, it's not appropriate. It's not nice. It's not caring. It's diminishing. It's to me, it's not fun. Let me know what you think in the comment section. What's your take on it? Should it be abolished or should it stay? Let me know. Thanks for watching. See you on my next video.